Alright, I drew the center line here and here by following exercise on pages 4-6 and 4-7 by using the dynamic mirror on tools, sketch tools, and dynamic mirror. And I should have drawn a triangle.
You've got mail.
On one side of the center line to get mirrored automatically on the other side. And obviously, I should have picked this. Mirror it. There, I created the mirror image here. And they said click off the dynamic mirror button. And I have the symmetry of 3 lines, right? And add dimensions to the fully sketched diagram. So I will highlight this line, that line, and use smart dimensions of that line. Yeah, it's already I already defined it as 0.23 inch from the midpoint. This is the midpoint to this midpoint. I mirror image the rectangle. Then I should do an extrude cut all the way through. Alright, how do I go here? And right now, extrude cut in the middle, but I don't know. Oh yeah, I have to define this dimension 0.3. No, that's not right. I have to do it all the way through all. How enter. Then I okay it. Why is it not working? Alright, I have to do it again. I have to do an extrude cut. And do a through all. Sketch plane. Right. Alright. That's what I did. Whether I did this right or not, let's figure this out. Then I okay it. And it's not done correctly. I want to extrude all the way to the end of that thing. So I obviously didn't extrude it correctly. Even though I mirrored it, I didn't cut this part and this part out. So I must have done something wrong, so I'm going to redo it. Maybe that's the way I'll do it. Then I extended the rectangle beyond the geometry of this thing. And when I do that, I do an extrude cut. And do a through all on this plane, that plane, on that part of the rectangle, that part of it. And then, okay, and I did it finally right. I did an extrude cut all the way through this freaking thing. And I completed from steps number 6 all the way to number 7. Now, oh yeah, the question is it 0.3 inches? I should have measured the width of the extrude cut. Let me figure this out. Alright, let me get to the dimensions. Using the smart dimensions. Smart dimensions. Obviously I don't know how to use the smart dimensions. Alright, here it is. Dangummit. Did I extrude the cut? Let me pause. Okay, I redo it. Instead of try to measure this length after I extrude it, I'm going to measure this dimensions before I extrude it, and the length is 0.38 inch, and I want it to become 0.3. So if I set it to 0.3, I resize it exactly what I want. So then I extrude cut one more time and do a through all, and I did this plane, that plane, that plane, that part of the rectangle, and then I approved this extrude cut, and voila, I finally did it at 0.3 inch, and I did an extrude cut finally on this diagram.